What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, Casper's Kicks once again. Appreciate y'all for stopping in and checking out the channel as always. So today for y'all, I do have a review over a shoe that recently dropped, and this shoe came out April 6th, which was this past Saturday. That is the women's Air Jordan 4 Vivid Sulfur. And these are honestly pretty interesting. I actually just now looked at them a couple minutes ago for the first time. And honestly, I'm kind of on the fence about them. Not 100% sure how I feel about them. But I feel like others share the same sentiment because it's evident on the sneakers app, because the shoe is still sitting on the sneakers app. Today is April 9th, so it's 3 days after the drop. And there's only 3 sizes sold out on the sneakers app, which are the 3 biggest sizes. Now, these only went up to a 12 in women's, which is a 10.5 in men's. So there were no extended sizes. So unfortunately, I was not able to cop a pair of these in my size. And I think now, looking at the shoe in hand, I probably would have ended up passing on the shoe anyway. But I'd love to get y'all's thoughts and opinion on the shoe and how y'all felt about the colorway specifically. But I'll just go ahead and jump into a review over the quick shoe. Just give you, or jump into a quick review over the shoe and just give y'all my thoughts and opinions over everything that is with this shoe. So starting off with the box. So because this is a women's Jordan 4, we do have the women's Jordan box. So gold Jordan Jumpman logo on the top there, white lid, and then going around the box, you do see the speckled pattern. And that goes all the way around the bottom of the box. And then there's the complete bottom of the box there. Now going to the label. The label reads Women's Air Jordan 4 Retro. The colorway on here is white coconut milk. This is a size 9 in women's or 7.5 in men's. Retail price on these was $210. And like I mentioned, they did drop April 6th, which was this past Saturday. Now, like I did mention, they are still sitting on the sneakers app, so if you weren't able to cop a pair in person, you can 100% get a pair on the sneakers app. I'm pretty sure they're probably sitting in stores as well if they're still sitting on the sneakers app. It just doesn't, even though 4s have been just very popular recently, it just doesn't seem like this colorway just was not a fan favorite that people were really looking for, which is very interesting, like I mentioned, considering it's a Jordan 4, and that's what's been very hyped right now. Now going to the paper, you do have the gold Jordan Jumpman on here, and then the other sheet of paper is just a regular white sheet of paper on here, and these do have the YDM sticker in the box as well. So that is everything with the box. Now let's jump to the shoe. So once again, this is the women's Air Jordan 4 Vivid Sulfur, and just give y'all a quick 360 on these, and then we can jump into it. Just the bottom of the shoe right there, and then top view of the shoe right there. Now, when I first pulled these out the box, the first thing I noticed was the yellow color on here, and that is like the yellow here, and it's like a mustard yellow in my opinion, and I really am not a huge fan of these, but as I kept looking at the shoe and was doing my research on them, I noticed that there's basically 2 different whites on here. So the upper has one shade of white, and then the bottom portion, like here around the heel and then going around the front of the toe box, has like a coconut milk on here. And honestly, I think that just kind of completely took me out of the shoe. And you can see it here how the bottom part is a little bit darker of a white compared to the top part. I just don't like that colorway on here. I don't like how that looks. And then you throw in the yellow that I'm really not a huge fan of on this shoe. And it's a colorway that I personally am not a huge fan of, and probably for similar reasons a lot of people aren't a huge fan of this colorway either. Now, this one does have like the fire red color blocking, which I know a lot of people like. But like I mentioned, I just think the colors on here just, in my opinion, are not the best colors, or in my opinion at least, that I really don't like them like that much. But for those of you that did not cop the shoe or you passed on the shoe, let me know in the comments what made you pass on the shoe. Did you not like the color? Were you not able to cop because they didn't come in extended sizes? What were the reasonings that you just ended up passing on this Jordan 4? Could have even been the price at $210, but I'm curious just to see what other people's reasoning are for passing on the shoe. I know for 100% sure the extended sizes just didn't allow me to cop the shoe in the first place. And then you just throw in the colors on here, and yeah, I just probably would have ended up passing on this one. But just diving a little deeper into the shoe, and then so you do have the Vivid Sulfur colorway here. You have that coconut milk on the toe here, and then on the heel portion here, and then you have black on the rest of the outsole as well. Midsole is still that same coconut milk visible air unit, and so that does wrap all the way around. You see the yellow and the coconut milk going around the front of the shoe, and then back to the other side. You do have that black strip going around the heel, and then as you go to the upper, it is, like I mentioned earlier, all white, and it is leather. This is a stiffer leather on here, so if you prefer the stiffer leathers, you will like this shoe. But that does wrap all the way around the upper. You do see the Vivid Sulfur Jordan Jumpman on the back. And then going to the laces, white laces with these. You do see the white mesh panel right here. And then on the sides of the shoe as well. Black wings, which you do see here as well. And the wings are on both sides. And then you do have the Vivid Sulfur eye stays. So it's 4 of those. One here. And then on the other side as well, one here and then one here. Now, even just looking at the shoe still, it's almost like 2 different color yellows, in my opinion. So you may be able to notice it here. So see how the eye stay is more of like that Vivid Sulfur, whereas the sock liner is more of a lighter yellow color. And I just think the colors clash to me on here, and it's a lot of different colors that just don't really go too well together, which just kind of takes me off of the shoe. But yeah, now going to the tongue, you do have Jordan Jumpman on the tongue tag, Flight in black, and then it's almost like a coconut milk colored tag, and then the white leather on the outside of the shoe. So that goes all the way around there. But that is everything on the outside, so let's jump to the inside. Paper shoe tree with these. And then for the insole, you do have the yellow insole. This is a black Jordan Jumpman logo right there, and then on the back side it is black as well. But overall, that is the shoe. I'm going to show y'all the other shoe as well. Give y'all a quick 360. No differences in the two, but let me get the camera to focus. There we go. It still didn't focus. But just the, there we go. So just the 360 on this other shoe. Like I mentioned, no differences in the two, but that is what both pairs look like. And then I can go real quick on the inside of the shoe as well before I forget. You do have the tongue tag Air Jordan stitched onto the tongue here as well. And then the production date on these is October 4th, 2023 to December 4th, 2023. So the back end of last year when these were made. So they've been sitting around for a couple months now. But the overall, like I mentioned, that is the shoe. How do y'all feel about these? Like I mentioned, I know they're still sitting on the sneakers app. I'm sure they're still sitting at other stores in your local area. Just what was the reasoning? I think the biggest thing, what was the reasoning for not copying this shoe? Why did y'all end up passing on this one? Just let me know, was it the color, the price, whatever it might have been. Just let me know in the comments, because I'm just curious to see where everybody's head is on this Air Jordan 4 Vivid Sulfur. Now, of course, we do have the Air Jordan 4 Military Blue set to drop next month. I know they changed the name on those, and I can't remember off the top of my head what that is, but those should sell out. Those should do very well. I'm planning on getting me a pair of those as well. So I'm sure those will do a lot better than these did. I don't expect those to sit on the sneakers app. So if you're planning on going for the Military Blue 4s, make sure you put in your footwork, do your raffles, enter wherever you can, just to make sure you can secure yourself a pair. But yeah, that's just my heads up on that one. But once again, let me know how y'all feel about the women's Air Jordan 4 Vivid Sulfur. Was it a must cop? Was it a pass? Let me know in the comments. As always, I do appreciate y'all for stopping and go and subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, turn on the notification bell so you can see us today when I post new content. And as always, stay safe and stay blessed, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.